What was once a dream is now a frightful reality for our heroes as Thrawn makes a triumphant return from exile. But what's even more terrifying is the possibilities of the Dathomiri and the mysterious power that stirs within Peridea. Today we discuss what that power could be and how it could lead to further bloodshed. As many suspected, Thrawn appears to have some sort of mutually beneficial deal with the three Great Mothers. This deal supposedly providing the means to which they could all escape Peridea and re-enter the Star Wars galaxy proper. Thrawn has the tech, and the witches have the magic. This dark magic, as Thrawn calls it, reanimated his stormtroopers into night troopers. Or so it seems from their armor and distorted voices. We have seen Night Sisters animate the dead before, and I suppose some sort of mass awakening will happen when they return to the galaxy and resurrect whatever's in those mysterious caskets they are loading up. The power to reanimate the dead is quite extreme and something to be feared, but Baylan points out that there may be something far more powerful on Peridea. Something that stirs and calls to him. So let's discuss what this is. Now, one interesting aspect to the Dathomiri and their temple is the runes found on the exterior. Runes that have a language that some have translated from the old Sith, which say, "Praise Kujet, ruler of all, may his reign last for," and then the words are cut off the screen, but one can suspect that it reads all of time or always. Somewhere along the lines of forever. Now, if you don't know, Kujet was a Zephonian sage who practiced the dark side and built his temple on Dathomir. This information comes from the video game Jedi Fallen Order. So this raises some interesting questions. For one, we know the Zeffo people to be an ancient and exceedingly advanced race. Among that, they were a force-wielding society. Could they have been the ancient civilization from a distant galaxy that Morgan refers to on Cetos? Quite possibly, and maybe they worked with the Dathomiri in some way, building temples and statues on Peridea. It could be that the Dathomiri traveled from their galaxy with the Zephonians and established worlds like Zeffo in the Outer Rim and Dathomir. It could be interesting to learn that the witches were once a light and dark side wielding people, but similar to the Zeffo began turning to the dark side in an attempt to seize more power. But these temple carvings clearly point out that the Dathomiri once served Kujet, and when his reign ended and the Zephonians collapsed, so did the witch kingdom of the Dathomiri. Obviously, this is just speculation and theory, but it is an interesting connection between one dark side kingdom to another. The Dathomiri being as ancient as the Zeffo is a crazy realization. However, one question remains: what are they hiding or running from on Peridea? There's plenty of theories from the Bendu, the Sun, and even the Rakatan. But I think what's even crazier is the possibility that Abeloth, the mother, is being imprisoned there. This character is crazy and frankly terrifying. She is also directly connected to the Mortis gods known as the Ones, as she once served them before becoming a valued member of their family. However, her mortal life began waning, and in an attempt to join the Ones in immortality, she drank from the font of power and bathed in the pool of knowledge. This action had unfortunate consequences and transformed her into the being known as Abeloth, the bringer of chaos. I think it would be super cool to learn that she was imprisoned on Peridea, a last resort by the father to exile her from the Mortis realm and protect his children from her. Maybe the Dathomiri and Zeffo worked with the Ones to contain her there, but she has slowly begun drawing power from the chaos of the Star Wars galaxy, especially after the deaths of the father, son, and daughter. I can imagine Abeloth feeling the turmoil of the galaxy and calling out to a powerful force user like Baylan, knowing he wants to break the cycle and free the galaxy of its endless war. Abeloth was known for invading the mind of Jedi. She would then, of course, completely corrupt them and erase their entire self, which is terrifying to imagine. With the idea of possession, I ask, could Baylan be building Shin up to be an avatar for Abeloth? Maybe she requires a physical body to begin her influence on the galaxy. I think the Abeloth theory is frankly fantastic, and would directly tie into the mythology of the Mortis gods, which we know Dave Filoni loves. Of course, this could all just be another wild theory that the Ahsoka show has fueled, which is one of the best parts of the show. This side of Star Wars is the most fun, and I enjoy these discussions a lot. So let me know what you think about the connection between the Dathomiri and the Zeffo, as well as the theory that Abeloth calls to Baylan. Is it strange that Ezra does not hear the call, or could it be that he knows what's there and not to mess with it? I would love to hear your thoughts and for you to subscribe to the channel. Check out the merch page, more designs to come. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Have an amazing day, and may the Force be with you.